We will start our first session of the day with the Youth Employment Panel. I will now introduce you to Anna Wood Wayhas, Aidan Leon Schmidt, Jamie Beattie, and Amardeep. Anna Wood is passionate about being involved in the community and helping persons with diverse abilities. As a person with a diverse ability myself, I appreciate your support, Anna Wood. Educating businesses and in relation to people with diverse abilities is a personal priority, as it should be. Amardeep likes to type on his free time, and he likes watching TV. How fun! He would also prefer doing something than doing nothing. I can totally agree with that statement. Aidan is 17 years old. The student did attend St. John Brebeuf Regional Secondary School. He is currently trying to find a job. He likes playing Nintendo video games and watch AMC's The Walking Dead. He has been a part of the Royal Canadian Air Cadets since late 2015, where he currently ranks in sergeant position. With his dues to other cadets and help out others when needed it. What an admirable quality. Jamie is 19 years old. His hobbies include attending hockey and football games, and playing hockey and football at home. He recently graduated high school from Frankfurt Secondary. He enjoys volunteering at Quest, where he stocks shelves and helps customers. Enjoy the session.
My name is Anirudh. Let me just quickly introduce myself. I am the Senior Program Coordinator with WISE Employment Solutions, which is part of Unity. And today I'm here to present about the Impact Youth Employment Research Project, which is a 3-year project that we are doing in partnership with 8 agencies and with the University of British Columbia, UBC. So just give you a quick overview. Impact is a research project which is catered towards individuals with diverse abilities between the ages of 15 and 19. It's also one that supports opportunity for youth ages 15 to 19 from grades 10 through 13. And the main goal of this research project is to determine the advantages of and best practices of early intervention for transitioning youth. So what we did in this time is basically we're looking at expanding the horizons through the project, have more exposure to different careers and different employment opportunities, trainings, skills that are out there. And we do this by discovering their potential for future job opportunities. We build on their job seeking and job readiness skills. We try and build networks with inclusive business partners and employers. So I'll just go over and give you a quick overview of what we did last year, what were our successes, and go over more to a timeline for how we're presenting it this year in 2021. So we had about 10 participants that came into the Impact Youth Research Project. They were referred from partner organizations and other sources. We kind of talked over with the parents and the youth, and we identified that, who would be a good fit, and we went into the interventions. And these interventions were held over a few month time frame. We had virtual groups where we did all the pre-employment or employment skills. We did one-on-one discovery, which was we thought was really good to get to know the youth more and have understandings of what their interests are and what their skills are. One of the highlights of the impact of 2020 was the back in motion warehouse training, where, as you can see from the pictures, there were some individuals that went in, and Jamie was actually one of them, and they enjoyed this thoroughly. So for this, at the end of Impact last year, we had 10 clients aged 15 to 19 years old, and we spent over 400 hours working with them in different kind of interventions, workshops, one-on-one. And what we did was assist to prepare for success. It's something that is ongoing with us. What we also did was we thought it was very important that they understand the working environment. And there were a few skills that are important as part of being in a working environment. We looked at communication. We went through not just how communication is important in the workplace, but also looked at how miscommunication can drive a wrench in things, how best to understand the other person who's talking, and more. We went into teamwork, understanding how to work in a team, why it's important. We talked about rights and responsibilities. We thought this was very important because as someone who's going into employment, it's great to understand what the rights are, but also to understand that there is responsibilities that you bring to the table along with them. We talked about conflict resolution. One of the skills that is required or the employers are looking for these days is conflict resolution. How are you going to be able to manage problems? How are you going to be able to solve them, be it working on a project, be it with a team, be it on an individual basis with anybody? We prepared them for job interviews. We did some mock interviews. We did some interviews with some of the employment specialists who posed as employers. So they had a lot of fun in the role-playing aspects and preparing for the interview. We looked at work experiences as well. One of our individuals was able to get a work experience, but the others preferred to not to do because of the pandemic at that point in time. We also did a lot of other interventions which dealt with the body language, how to read and understand body language in the workplace, how important is independent work aligned with teamwork, how ethics, the professional setting, boundaries, expectations are important in the workplace, and much, much more. For us, there were a lot of successes and challenges. Some of the successes were that we were able to have engaged participants throughout the session. They found the online interactive sessions to be very stimulating. Initially, there was a bit of hesitation to participate, but once they made the connections with each other, they were very, very happy to interact and communicate and share their ideas and things. So it was really good group of youth. Challenges was definitely the pandemic. It put a bit of a hold on a few things that we wanted to do, like one-on-one and things. With technology was another. We thought that it would be great if we were able to meet one-on-one outside. It would be really good, but the parents and the youth had their concerns, so we did whatever we could. Employers wanting to have people working with them was also a bit of a challenge in our area, but overall, with the successes and challenges, we thought that the outcome was pretty good, and we got wonderful feedback from all the parents. Some of the things that we learned through this process last year was organization became very essential. The relationship with youth and families was also critical. So taking these 2 points, we would say, communication was of essence. Working with the parents and the youth for the logistical purposes of being able to do the trainings, being on virtual, taking the support of the parents if there was any issues on their side. We also realized that work experience is a very powerful tool, which we are hoping to have more of this round, this year. For 2021, we've already started with the recruitment process. We created a timeline just to kind of plan everything out and have everything laid out for us. So the recruitment would be from January to March. We would send out all the brochures to all the partners that we had initially and more. Then we would move into more of an intake session. This is where we would like to do some of the information sessions to have parents who are being referred over from school boards and things like that, where we can talk to them and explain what the impact project is about. We look at starting the interventions the first week of June and then continue on a one-on-one weekly follow-ups with them as well. We look at September, which is the end of the impact, to do some surveys and feedbacks and follow-up. And to end it all off, I'd like to have a big thank you to our partner organizations who were part of Impact last year, as well as to the Surrey School Board. So thank you very much. And now I'd like to pass this on to a youth panel discussion, which will be taken over by Aidan.
All right. Hello. So Jamie, Amardeep, and myself will all be sharing our experiences with the Impact program. I'll be asking them the questions, and then I will be responding with my own response. All right. First one is going to you, Amardeep. When did you decide to get a job?
I decided to get to find a job when I was like 18 years old.
All right. How about you, Jamie?
I decided to get a job when I was 18 years old.
Interesting, right? I decided to get a job when I was around 14 years old, but it never came to be fruition until I was about 15. Right? Jamie, how did you decide what job you wanted to get?
I don't know what kind of job I want. Because of the pandemic, it's been challenging.
Okay. Amardeep?
Yes, I think I already found out by the help of my social worker. My social worker name is as my social worker, and she helped me to find out what job I want to do, and the job I want to do is a sanitizer distributors.
Okay. I decided what kind of job by thinking it out. I wanted something that was easy, simple, that could give me skills and could teach me life lessons that I could bring on for my future. So I just, something like a grocery store or restaurant. And now, Amardeep, are you currently working as of right now?
No, I'm not currently working. I am still trying to find a job, and I am waiting for my health to get better. Yes, then I will find a job.
All right. What about you, Jamie?
No, I am not working.
All right. I am currently not working, but I am about to, who really soon, hopefully next week, as I've recently gotten a job. All right. Now, Jamie, what challenges have you faced to find or keep employment?
Only I can think of is the pandemic, Aidan. It's challenging for us.
Yeah, I can agree. It's the pain. What about you, Amardeep?
Yes, actually, there's two following challenges that I have faced in my life. Yes, the number one is my health, and like I told before that I want my health to get better before getting a job, and the second biggest challenge is that has been going around since I think almost 1.5 years. That is the pandemic. Yeah.
When I started as for myself, when I started, it was mainly because I didn't show much drive towards it, and not many places were hiring someone as of my current age. But when this pandemic came along, it really hindered me, as I felt I wasn't safe to go and search for a job or do a job. But it has been turned around, and as previously mentioned, I have just gotten a job, and I hope to start soon. But this pandemic has really held me back. Now, Amardeep, are you able to share your experience in the Impact program? So
Yes,
basically, how did you find out about this?
Yes, I found out of this impact project through Google, and some of it I found out through my dad's friends, and yes, as me sharing the experience in this in this class, it has been a greatest experience ever. Yes, I have. Before this impact project, I didn't even knew how to make a resume or a cover letter, and when I joined this impact project, and because of Mr. Rice, because of him, I know how to make a resume and a cover letter. Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Rice.
All right, well, that was very honorable, Amardeep. Jamie, how did you learn about the project?
My school helped me though. They were like supporting me for the year, so they helped me pretty good.
All right, then. I learned about this from my father, who had in turn learned about it from my school. Now, Jamie, how has your participation in this program increased your employability rates?
It increased me really well, to be honest.
Mhm.
All right, but how has it increased it?
Like I've been doing computer stuff and virtual stuff, so it kind of worked out.
Okay. Amardeep,
Yes.
what about you?
For me, it has been helped me. What was the question again?
How has your participation increased your employability?
Yes, my participation, I increased my ability through my typing speed, because before I didn't had any, and I was not good at typing, and through that project, I decided to do typing, and with practice I got good at it.
Okay. Well, it has increased it, as has given me proper skills on how to process during your interview, and along with how to write a proper resume or cover letter. It has given me proper interview skills, so I know how to set a better example during it, and to increase my chances of gaining a position. Now, Jamie, what new skills have you learned from this program?
I've been learning computer, and I'm also learning how to take the bus, pretty much.
All right, then. Amardeep, what about you?
Yes, I have been learning how to listen properly and how to understand, and as of this impact project, it has been very helpful, and it has been helped me to improve that skill.
All right. Well, I have learned more on how to go out and search for the job positions, and I've also learned how to write a cover letter along with how to write a proper resume. And I also learned more about the interview process and how to look better through the interview. All right. Now, Jamie, do you feel more confident in meeting your employment goals?
Yes, I do. I feel very confident.
All right. Confidence never killed anyone. All right. Amardeep, what about you?
Yes, as of Jamie said, that he feels confident, and I feel a lot confident than I was before. in finding a job or applying a job on the internet. Yes.
All right then. As for myself, I do feel a bit more confidence, and as I never had much confidence beforehand, but since now I have more knowledge about the position, I feel that I'm more ready to go out and search for a job, along with how to use those skills properly in the workplace.
Mm.
All right. Now, Amardeep,
Yes.
what role has your family played in supporting your path to employment? Were they supportive? And how have you advocated for yourself?
Yes. My family has been a very important role for my impact project, and my dad and my mother. My mother helped us to cook. She cooked for us, and my dad had been helping me for to improve my health, like how to do it. Yes.
All right then. What about you, Jamie?
Well, my family has been supporting me over the years, so I'm learning new skills at home, like cooking. It's so easy.
Yeah, cooking can be different. Depends on how you do it. Well, my family has been very supportive of me. They encourage me to go out and search for jobs, and my father had also taught me the basic interview and resume skills before I had started the Impact Job Program. They've also been ones to give me recommendations on where I should apply to, and they've been able to help me find and get to my interviews is when needed. Now, Amardeep, thinking about your overall experience in pursuing employment, what has been your greatest challenges and successes?
Yes, as I have told you guys before, my health and the other latest and other new challenge for me is my health, and oh yes, is to find a job that suits me better.
All right then. Jamie, what has been your greatest challenges and successes?
My greatest challenges is stocking the shelves because I didn't know how to do it before, but now I know how to do it. So that was kind of challenging and a success.
Mm.
All right. My greatest challenges and successes were trying to actually find a good position for me. I mean, which I have, and I had been called for a couple of interviews before. And my greatest success is actually getting a job position at an establishment, as I have currently gotten a job at a Tim Hortons not too far from my place. So that has been my greatest challenge to success. Trying to find a good job for myself, hard. But my success is getting a good job. All right, so now, what advice would you give to someone just starting to think about a job, Amardeep?
Yes, we're thinking about a job. The most important part is my health and what question are you on?
I asked you, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting to think about getting a job?
Yes. The advice I would give to someone younger or older than me is like don't give up and keep on trying again, and you will find a right job for yourself.
All right. Don't give up, take it easy, and stay safe from the pandemic.
Good advice. My advice, keep trying. You're never going to get somewhere if you don't try. And if you do try, if you fail, you at least tried. And then you get courage to try again. So keep trying and continue on your path. May change, just go with the flow and keep trying.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tina, and I work at Inclusion BC, and we've had a couple of questions in the chat box. And the first question is kind of a two-parter for the panel. And it is, what did you like best about being part of the program, and would you recommend it to others?
Well, I enjoyed the information about how to write the resume, because that actually will probably benefit the most out of me with future resume building and along with future updates as I get older. And I would definitely recommend the program to someone else. This is a good experience for someone to go out and get a job, but they need this knowledge beforehand. So this program will definitely teach them how to get a job.
Anything else? Do you guys want to say what you really enjoyed about the program?
Well, yes, I just would like to give one feedback, or actually one comment. There is I think there must be or there should be a jobs for disability people. Yes.
Thank you. What about you, Jamie? What did you like about the program, and would you
I
recommend
like
it to others?
everything, to be honest.
Like
It was
everything.
really helpful.
Nice. So the other question that somebody had was, do any of you have volunteer experience?
I do. Yeah, I have volunteer experience for my secondary school.
Anybody else? Did anybody else volunteer?
I volunteered at kitchen class when I was 16 to 17 years old. And then the pandemic showed up.
Mm.
When I was in the 7th grade, my grade 7 class had taken part in a organization called Night Shift, where we go to an area in South Surrey. We make sandwiches for the homeless people along with soup and some drinks, and then we serve it to them. And we did that throughout my 7th grade year.
Nice. So Aidan, you also talked about working on your resume was really important. One person asked did you put on your resume that you were part of this program?
I believe I did. I believe I did.
All right. So
Oh, shoot. Yes, I did.
yes,
Put
you
it
did.
up.
Yeah. There's a lot of information on a resume, right? It's hard to remember all the information that's there.
Yeah, I got confused if that person was talking about that Night Shift organization or the Impact program. I did put both. They're both on my resume.
Wonderful. So the last question is about like, how do people get involved with this? And we did put your phone number and contact information. And is it what communities do you serve?
So basically, the impact project is, at least on the semi-AMO unity, like Y side, we serve the Surrey Delta area, right? And if there are other people from other Lower Mainland who would like to be part of it, we can definitely see how we can help, because there are other organizations as well that are kind of spread throughout that we can refer you to.
Okay.